Amigos, otra fiesta de hoy nos conectamos de manera virtual con la actriz Annie Gonzalez, quien nos recibe de su casa. ¿Cómo estás, Annie? How are you?
Hola, muy bien, muy bien. I'm super excited to be here with you. It's been a minute.
Me too. It's been a minute, but here we are connecting again. It's so nice to see you, even though we're doing this virtual, but it's nice to see you and talk to you.
You are Rivera. Riveras never quit.
The world has seen to hear my music, but this time I want to make an album and I want to do it my way. My life ain't no fairy tale, but I was never really the princess type.
When I saw that you were going to be playing Jenni Rivera in the new Jenni movie, I was like, she got this. I knew you were going to kill it. And I saw the movie and you did amazing. It was so good. How do you feel after watching yourself playing Jenni?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for that really sweet compliment. That really means a lot. How do I feel after watching it, you said?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was an outer body experience. I think anybody as an artist, sometimes you look at your own stuff and you're like, I hate it. but once I settled into it, and I look at it as this is not me. Yeah, it was hard not to, because there was so much of Jenni and me that was so interconnected. I'm really proud of the work that everyone put into this to make this magnificent project. I know I'm playing the protagonist, I'm playing Jenni, but I wouldn't have been able to do that without costume design, without hair and makeup, without Gigi, our fearless director, without Diana, our DP, without the producers from Mucho Mas, and the whole team at VIX. Like, I think this has been, it's been a dream realized, and one of the hardest things I've ever done in my career.
How familiar were you with her life story and with everything that happened to her before taking on this role?
Not with the intricacies of her life. I was not until I read the script, and that's when I was like, oh snap, there's a lot here that I can identify with, and I understand personally, and both just connected with people that I love and admire that have gone through similar hardships. So that was a reason why I said yes to doing this film, because I do a lot of work with a nonprofit organization that is fighting to help eradicate sexual violence in the world of work. And with someone like Jenni, who her world of work is the world, who can we go to when things like this happen to us? And so, there's this organization I work with, and then there's the organization that Jenni that founded. So I didn't know much about it, but once I learned, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense that this came to me.
Yeah, as an actress, I'm sure, like, also because we're all human. I'm an empath, so I feel everything. And
what's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
That makes sense. I'm a Scorpio. Nice to see you.
Oh, okay. So we feel each other.
Yeah.
Scorpios are a little more tough. We're a little more emo, but we speak the same language, basically.
They say that Scorpios are Cancers with leather jackets.
Yeah. I love that. Also, your birthday was probably just like recently then.
October 30th.
Nice. So, talking about that, like, and being an empath and stuff, like, I'm sure, like, playing like this, playing Jenni and then going through the scenes and, physical abuse, verbal abuse, like all the stuff that, that it's very graphic and that you're actually in it, the fights. There's even like a part where she like stabs him, like, it's a lot. How do you separate that from your personal life and like not having that affect you in a way, or like do you actually get some anxiety in those scenes? Like,
I think there's so many different tools and tricks to the trade of acting that we try and use to avoid the blend of our life and getting affected. But on the day when you're in it, your nervous system doesn't know that you're acting. At least if you're in it, you're being, because the truth is, like, we're not trying to act, right? Like, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. And I think, they say anything human is not foreign to us. It's when we try and rise above and be like, I would never do something like that, right? But with Jenni, and I think with us as a human race, is us trying to connect with each other. So in playing this, there wasn't, my nervous system felt everything. And there's a lot, like I said, in this project that I had to go back to and relive in order to portray it properly. But luckily, I worked with a number of therapists and curanderas, because, I'm so Latina, I like my little curas, and that helped me make sense of to heal through this work, not to stay stuck in it. But that's also a testament to who Jenni was, because she didn't stay, she tried her hardest, her damnedest to not stay stuck in her pain. That's why she made music, right? That's why she made this organization. That's what that was. That was her therapy. That was her release.
The movie starts in the concert in Monterey in 2012, which is the last concert that Jenni did before the tragedy happened. Then it goes back to like, I guess like she's in like high school when she like finds out she's pregnant. It shows a lot of like facts and things that she went through, like moments like when she heard her song for the first time on the radio and she's celebrating with her family. You know, like this little moments and this little stuff, like how involved was like her kids, her family, like how do you guys like get all these facts and these moments like to make them as real as like what had happened? Like what is the connection between that, like her family and this project?
Well, for me, I know that in order for me to even get the role, they had to approve me. So there was a portion where it was essentially, you know, we were in the space of figuring out, you know, it was between me and probably a couple other people, and one of the constituents of who got the role was her kids had to approve it. The script was made before I got added onto the project, but like I think that was part of their final piece, figuring out who was going to play their Jenni. But I know they've been involved throughout throughout the genesis at the beginning of the project, figuring out how it was going to come to fruition. But just like anything, like I think they trusted to let the producers, the writers, and the directors to handle this with care.
But I wanted to tell you that you did amazing and you like mimic her so well. I used to watch I Love Jenni, and like, you know, you can pick up on her mannerisms and the way of talking, and you killed it, girl. You did it. It was awesome. It was great. And I'm sure her fans are gonna be so appreciative of like seeing her in you. Just to finish and like wrap up the interview, I just want to know, what did you learn like from Jenni? What is something that after this project you keep to yourself and that you're like, you know what, this is what I learned from her story, and I'm gonna use this in my life?
She taught me how to find my fight. She taught me how that being anger is not a bad thing. It's a tool. And to do everything that you can, that you want to do, that's on your heart, so that when you leave this world, at least you left it knowing you left it all out there on the table. Everybody, please watch the film Jenni, about La Gran Señora Jenni Rivera, December 6th on VIX and in select theaters. I'm so excited. And tell me what you think about it. Tag me on Instagram.